All right, guys. So a little bit of I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a little intel and that I just saw out there in the past couple of days on these quarterbacks, and I'm actually going to combine this video into probably one segment. It'll probably be about 5-minute segment here as we're going to kick off the Sugar Bowl here. It's around 8 o'clock on the East Coast here. Tomorrow could be an epic day of making videos, and tomorrow's going to be could be a wild day, put it this way, or put it that way. So it's Spence and Serge, by the way. I'm Spence. So today, just updating this portal market. Quarterback has been a big the quarterbacks have really taken up a lot of attention, and we have DJ Lagway. And DJ Lagway's market, his market is not that pronounced. I mean, after his freshman year, if he got out of Florida, he would have made a ton more money, but he's just not seeing the field right now. He looked lost out there. He's throwing interceptions. His throwing motion, too, like his arm is not tucked into its side as well, leading to some real inaccuracies throwing the ball. So Baylor from the Big 12 is interested in Lagway, and also Louisville. So honestly, it's a tough choice because it's very different offenses and it's very different living situations. Sawyer Robertson and Jake Spavital, like Jake Spavital, you'll have a very explosive offense if you have DJ Lagway. You'll put up a lot of points. You could win a lot of games, especially in the Big 12. Now, for the league and the way that college football is going, and I really love Mike Leach in the air raid. However, seeing Texas Tech go against Oregon today, like the air raid, it's kind of becoming, these different versions of the air raid, and there's still like really decent offenses out there. But when you get to the top of the top and you play these elite defensive fronts, like air raid, it's tougher to move the rock than like say like a pro style like Indiana has, or like even Miami. Miami, I guess, has blended it well with Shannon Dawson. So you got to still be physical. And so Spavital is incredibly different than Jeff Brom. Jeff Brom's very pro style, tons of reads. You're going to have to go to school on really hitting guys in the middle of the field. I believe for DJ Lagway, going out to Louisville could be a really good option. Now, there's other quarterbacks that Louisville is also interested in the portal, like Josh Hoover. So there's going to be more competition. But at Baylor, I think at Baylor he'll get paid a good sum. His dad was at Baylor. He could start there, and really the fan base will rally behind DJ Lagway. So I might favor Louisville, but I totally understand going to Baylor, and it's just ironic because those two offensive schemes couldn't be more different. You have air raid and you have real pro style under center stuff. For Lagway's NFL development, it's Louisville. But for quality of life and also and for playing great college football, Baylor could be just as good as Louisville in terms of scoring points. But for long-term development, I would probably go Jeff Brom over the Spavital style. But it's not like the SEC. It's not like LSU. It's not like Oregon. They're not all getting that excited for DJ Lagway. Now, maybe we can be surprised, and maybe like Oregon comes out of nowhere for Lagway. Maybe UCLA's in on Lagway. Maybe the big two, SEC and Big Ten, are in for DJ Lagway. But that's hard to imagine if I told you a year ago. Like DJ Lagway right now, we'd be thinking that he could be the number one pick in the draft in the 2027 draft. And the regression just hurt him so much. I think, too, if you're DJ Lagway, it's a shame because Will Stein left Oregon. When Will Stein was there, that offense is a great offense to learn from. It's, what Dante Moore did with Dylan Gabriel would kind of be perfect for a DJ Lagway. Now, Brendan Sorsby. So Brendan Sorsby is getting looked at by not only Texas Tech, but LSU. And I expect this decision, with Texas Tech being eliminated from the bowl game. And again, I'm going to say this, and I'm sure Baron Morton is getting dragged online today for just a really poor performance by not only him, but the entire offense in the Orange Bowl against a great defense and a great defensive front. Baron Morton did a lot for Texas Tech. This is one of the toughest kids that you're ever going to see play football. This guy had so many injuries, and he came back and came back and came back. He has a strong arm. He's a local kid from Pearland, Texas, a 3-star recruit, and he made so many explosive plays throughout his time, whether it be with the Joey McGuire staff, and he stayed there a while, and him and Cowboy Koyakin, and for them to, go out and win a Big 12 championship, for them to win big games in Lubbock, for them to go to Utah and get a win on the road like that. Baron Morton, even though today was a real disastrous game, Baron Morton did a ton for the Red Raiders. So, again, I love Baron Morton, love the story. And I just hope Texas Tech fans, I know it's going to be raw right now, but this was a huge step for Texas Tech and that program is what they went this year, going 12-1 and winning a Big 12 championship. But I look at Soresby, you have Mac Leftwich, and then you have Lane Kiffin, LSU. Texas Tech's going to probably get in some more weapons on the outside. LSU has better receivers than Texas Tech does. But Texas Tech is home to Brendan Sorsby. It's kind of similar almost to the DJ Lagway thing. And also Texas Tech has an established, I know that they have a lot of transfers, but they're more established than Lane and LSU is right now. It'll be tough for LSU to compete and persuade Soresby to go to LSU. So I think LSU is going to be looking at Sam Leavitt or another quarterback. But LSU's involved with Soresby, and Sorsby's giving them a chance. So that's other news there. Big news on the quarterback transfer front. We also have Lincoln Kindholtz that's also in the portal. We're going to get an Alabama quarterback in the portal, whether it's Austin Mack, maybe if it's Ty Simpson. It's going to be crazy. Just like some of this college football playoff has been.